what you see here is mini India. You see the true picture of India that we cherish, that we value, and that we are proud of, but which we need to protect as well. When we came to Indonesia, we found so much similarity, not just similarity of experience, but similarity of sharing. That cultural dimensions, the historical cultural dimensions of Indonesia were so similar to historical dimensions of India. And obviously, religion played a major part. How religions live together in Indonesia and how religions live together in India. And all that we have today, when we talk about the attacks, of course the personal hurt and the loss of life cannot be measured in any form of how much sorrow and grieving there can be. And the sort of manner in which people were taken away from their families and taken away from their valuable lives is something that is not easy for anyone to forget. We were in other countries before coming here, and we actually met with people who were in Pahalgam on the same day, just a few hours apart, and how terrible their own experience is of having been in that very place where this horrible, horrible attack took place. But I want you to just keep one thing in mind, because one of you had asked, why did we stop when we did stop? Now it's complete hogwash for anyone to say that we called them first. Why would we call them first? Who was at the receiving end by the time that the calls were made? It is more than clear to everybody that the call came from the DGMO of Pakistan. And it came to the DGMO of India. And we stopped when they said let's stop. But for several hours after we had said that we will stop, and we then didn't send any further attacks on them, the shelling across the border and across the line of control continued. For at least 3-4 hours there were violations of the ceasefire once again when the shelling continued, making it very clear that in Pakistan nobody seems to be in control. Certainly the civilian government doesn't seem to be in control. And there are factions within the army, each vying with each other to become all-powerful. But nevertheless, we showed restraint and we showed patience. And when somebody here asked, why did we stop, why didn't we go further? We have to think of one important thing. We are not Pakistan. We are much larger than Pakistan. We have a greater role in the world. We have a greater role in the world. If we had continued to fight, would we have received the warm reception that we received in Indonesia when we met the dignitaries in Indonesia yesterday and today? We got respect not only for our strength, but we got respect for showing the confidence in our strength, that we had to do certain things to teach Pakistan a lesson. We did.